Hi.
Can you talk really close? Thank you.
I can.
Yeah, we talk English.
Okay.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind.
Okay, what are you doing here?
I was coaches of one of the groups.
Okay.
Yeah.
And which group did you coach?
The group on rituals, ritual economy.
Which was group,
F.
let's have a look. Group F.
F.
Okay, so people who are watching, please go to the vote here part of the site. You'll see it just in the middle of this website. You can vote there. If you don't know what you're voting for, at the bottom on the left-hand side of the website, you'll see links, and you can click on the visions and read through them because you've just missed the presentation. So have a read through them if you've missed the presentations, and please vote. So Group F.
Group F.
Yeah, and obviously you're a fan of Group F.
Obviously.
And why is that?
Because I thought they were the most innovative and profound in how they tried to come up with really new concepts.
Yeah, which was, just for the viewers who have missed it,
Which was that there are a lot of rituals in our social and economic life, and they saw it as a way to change towards a society where there's less consumption, and to see if we can use the ritual we have and be more aware of them as a way to come to a better society. For example, one of the rituals is on a birthday you give presents, but what you are giving is love and attention and saying that it's a good friend. So maybe the thing that you're giving shouldn't have to be given, but maybe you can give something else as a ritual. And in that way, be more aware of all the things that, what are the values underneath in the rituals we use.
yeah, so it was more one of the, I think Group F was the most vision that was an intrinsic transaction within ourselves, right?
Yes, yes. But you can also see it on a higher level. We did a working session where we talked about Santa Claus as a big ritual where we say to kids that they have been good if they are given presents. But might there be other ways, more sustainable ways of saying that they are good kids and that they've done their best?
Are you saying we should get rid of Santa Claus?
No, I'm saying that we should give other things on Santa Claus. Maybe it would be nice if you get as a present one of your one of the singers that you like best on the Santa Claus party, or it's a bit like the transition to a more experience-based economy instead of a materialistic economy. So that was one of the examples, but and also the idea that a lot of, for example, they talked about the banking system.
Yeah.
That if you get a mortgage for your house, it's not because you need the money, but you want a safe space to live. So the whole ritual between the bank and the person that gets the money is now only via the money, but not about the values underneath. So if you change the ritual, that the bank is not giving you money but giving you a house or a space, is that you get a completely different relationship between, for example, bank and house owner. But so looking at the rituals and the values underneath, you might become aware of the underlying principles which are necessary to change.
Yeah, and this will lead to what kind of economy in 2030, you think?
Well, in they had a hunch that it would lead to an economy that is less materialistic and that there's less overconsumption. But they had a little problem, this group, because they got so excited about the concept and they talked about it endlessly on nights with drinks and stuff and days on end. And it was not easy for them to become really practical because of a little time frame and stuff like that. And I think that that's a difference. If you take such a new insight, you need time to develop it, which is different. If you take a more practical solution, it's much easier to get to all kind of practical ideas.
Yeah, you're waving some. Oh, okay. I thought you were waving at the social media team.
And the funny thing is, because I asked around people, who did you vote for?
Yeah.
People that are here. And there's two reactions. Or people are voting for one of the groups that was practical because it was so practical. And then there's people who are voting for the ritual group because it was not so practical and abstract, but innovative and new. And so that's, people have different preferences, obviously.
Yeah, it was more of a vision that comes from within yourself.
Yeah, and also not about where to go, but more how to get there. Because as I discussed also with them, there's a lot of people who know where we have to go. We have to use sustainable energy, and we have to use less water and this and that. So, and there's all kind of people with visions. So do we need more visions, or do we need ways to get to one of these visions? And they chose to focus more on how to get there instead of where to go.
Right. We missed that in the story, didn't we?
Yeah, they mentioned it in one sentence, and of course I picked it up because I knew the discussion behind it. But because that was how I started my interaction with the group, saying, yeah, great idea, rituals, but what is your vision? And then they said, yeah, but that's already there. There's already enough vision there. And so I said to them, explain it to the audience.
Yeah.
But so they did in one sentence, but I only picked it probably I was one of the few to pick it up because I knew the discussion behind it.
Yeah. Okay. And you were coaching them?
Yeah.
And why were you invited to coach them? Because what do you do normally?
I work for the Dutch government. I've been working for the Dutch government for 15 years now as on sustainable development. I'm a front runner within the Dutch government.
Yay!
They also are within the government. Don't worry, guys, girls. So that's my job, and I work on all kind of sustainability programs in The Hague.
Okay, and is it working? Do they listen to your story?
Yeah, and I don't only do the talking. I also do the acting. So I bring together companies to learn from each other. I wrote a little book, 10 Tips for Clever Change, on how to do it. And so I'm not only the one to talk, but I'm also the one to run certain groups and to run certain projects.
Okay, action. Well, thanks very much for sharing your story.
You're welcome.
Have fun today.
I will. Thank you.